Yo guys, Beast, back with some more beastly content. Today we are going to be doing Tour 9 of the underground base. So, last episode I showed you a floor I had just started on essentially. Well, not just started, it took forever to even do that. I had hauled out the rest of the cave area that I had found up here. I had found a cave up here that had not only a already in there cave like pond thing that was spawning glow squid, so I got the glow squid farm right there. It doesn't auto harvest or anything like that. I don't really want to do that. I just collect them when I need them, otherwise it's a glow squid aquarium. Here is the new floor completed. Let me tell you right now, this took a very long time, but before we actually see the whole thing and we see what's going on, we see what this floor even does, and I think you know there's a zombie spawner here, and I'll show you that in a bit. It's not a drowned farm yet, but it will be. But this is my railroad tunnel that leads all the way back to my bamboo, and I think the top one was watermelon farm. My bamboo and watermelon farm floor, and also storage room floor. So I completed the railroad all the way down to there. I decorated half of the tunnels. I'm not done decorating the tunnels, honestly. That stuff, it's so repetitive just doing the wall pattern over and over. Eventually I'll get it done, but not yet. Also, I don't know if some of you have seen this floor with it at its current state, but this is the current state of the floor. I still need to do this back wall here and a little bit of the wall there to the left. But besides that, this railroad tunnel is fully decorated, so when I go through here to go to my storage room, most of what I'm seeing is a completed base and not a cave wall. If you don't know how my storage system works, it is a silo-based storage system, which means that I get like 6-7 double chests full of stuff, as well as all the hoppers. So each hopper is a full 4 stacks of the item, every single hopper that's there, and there's like 7 hoppers on the storage depot. It allows me to bulk storage a lot of items, which is the whole point of my storage system. I also have a miscellaneous room in the back that has a water elevator that goes from the top floor being the deposit and the bottom floor being the collect, where you can actually pick up your items. But let's go back up this tunnel here, and as you can see here, this is my furnace room. This furnace used to be very cool. It used to be a passive furnace that would allow you to see, it would passively fill up with fuel. The only thing is, I haven't seen the bamboo minecart in a very long time actually do any runs, and I'm thinking it's stuck somewhere on these tracks. And once again, we're doing this in spectator mode, just because I figured I could show you some of the mechanisms and work on my stuff, like this furnace here. As you can see here, though, the problem is the minecart is stuck, so I guess I just need to dig down there when I go back to the normal survival mode. And actually move that minecart and make it move on the tracks again. Once again, I use spectator mode sometimes when I do these tours, just so that I can show you the mass scale of this underground base. I can show you all my tunnel workings from where I was just mining, how long it's been. Like, this world's probably going on a year now. Well, probably not a year. It's definitely at least half a year old. No, it might be a year. But this is quite an old world now. At least for me, I think this is the biggest underground, but this is definitely the biggest underground base I've had. When I was younger, I had an underground base I was pretty proud of, but this one is the biggest. But this here is my pumpkin farm area. See, I'm just showing you all these floors that I've already built on this thing, and then every single tour, it's like new floor done, and it takes weeks and weeks to do these things. I do still work on the Minecraft. I do still work on the underground base. That is not a forgotten project. I just also like to kill ghoul. But anyway, let's get back to this new floor now. Just showing you a little bit of the old floors, and you know, for any of you who haven't seen, because most of you probably haven't seen most of this base is massive. When I call it a mega underground base, it's a mega underground base. I mean, look at this floor. This is the sizes of some people's mega builds. Like, they'll do a giant cathedral or something. The size of this thing is actually about the size of that. And the thing is, you have to dig out all of the blocks before you can even place them. On a normal build, you could just build the walls up, and then build a roof on it and be done with it. But underground, you gotta dig out everything. Once again, this was just like a large cave that I had found that had like almost a stairway up to it from the floor I was gonna work on, which would be a way bigger floor, by the way. We probably would be like halfway through that floor by now compared to the progress I've got on this, which has been Probably a month now since I did a tour, I think. Up here is where the redstone trades happen, so I can trade rotten flesh, which I'll show you down here. Here's my portal to the left underneath the stairs and the little balcony there for trading. That allows me to buy redstone and sell rotten flesh for emeralds. But right here, AFKing here will allow this little, and I'll go ahead and show you the mechanisms here too. I like to show you how it's working because you can't see this stuff once it's done for most of my underground stuff. It's just an automated farm. When there's a player active, spectator mode does not count you as a player, so virtually no zombies are spawning here. But normally zombies spawn down there. There is a way to tweak this farm, which I will be doing once I get turtle eggs, which allows you to actually make it to where it spawns the drowned, which drowned drop the shells that allow you to make, conduits. And I'm wanting to put a conduit somewhere in my base. I'm not sure where yet. I might put it, because I think it gives you haste 2. I might put it in the next floor that I'm going to do. And we're probably going to put it in the mine shaft floor, because I think haste 2 would be way more important there. But honestly, the next thing I need to do is get my emeralds back up. I need to do some AFKing in some farm areas. I probably need to go fix my farm district next now that this floor is done. But yeah, and once again, this is the mineshaft area. I plan on making this mineshaft and then an actual part of the base. It's going to take a lot of work. I plan on hollowing out around all the mineshafts. Also, see, this is why I don't like always using spectator mode, because like there's some amethyst. We're gonna go ahead and fly in there because, you know, I'm gonna have to go find this now that I know where it's at. I don't think I'd consider that as like immersion breaking or game ruining, or gonna make me play the game less because I finally got some amethyst, because I just have not been able to find that stuff. I guess when we're hollowing this out, because one idea is just to do like 5x5 tunnels around all of the current mine shaft. Just make it into a 5x5 tunnel around it, so that I can make bigger tunnels and then maybe build floors out from the mine shaft. But the problem is the mine shaft is just such a confusing thing to navigate. I don't want to just use its base layout. So we will have to figure out what we are doing with the mine shaft floor. I'm thinking about just hollowing it all the way out and leaving them there, and then I don't know. We'll see what we do with it. It should be interesting to do the mine shaft floor. But I have no idea what I'm going to be doing there. I might just start digging it out and see how much I can get dug out. Also, this seems to be a little bit above the mine shaft floor, and this right here looks like a great spot for another floor to the base. Now, that being said, I don't want to do this next. I'm not going to tunnel up here, even though I think it's just directly above the mine shaft floor. I'm not going to tunnel up here right away and make this into the next floor of the base, because that would make it a year-long project floor that would take a year to complete. Granted, I could probably make it in the sections or regions, because this is massive. This is a massive cave I've found here, and it's right above the mine shaft area. So I wanted to use the mine shafts for the tunneling systems. I want to do tunnel systems to a lot of the areas of the base. As the base continues to expand and go downwards and downwards, I want to make tunnels where no matter where you are in the base, you can get transported back to the depot. And that mineshaft area is probably going to be the depot. Also, right here, this is an iron golem farm. It is a dated design. It works all right. It gets me the iron I need, and it's all the iron I ever need. But I do need to go AFK there soon, because I don't think I have but like 3 or 4 stacks of blocks of iron left in my bulk storage, and that's just not good to me. The next floor that I was working on before this, I hadn't decided what I was going to do with yet, but I'm thinking, and I don't know if I can now because of how close, because of how close my village or trade centers are down there, if I can even do that. I might just have to upgrade it where it's at and have to go all the way up there. We might set up a mineshaft tunnel for that. I do also need to speed up the mineshaft tunnel. And then right here, this little area, this is going to be an underwater section. It might just be like a kind of tower sort of thing that comes out from the water, because right here, this cave area is just, because I'd like to have an underground part where it's like you actually are like, wow, I'm underground, but I'm not getting wet. And that window there just looks like crap. Also, there's nothing there. This is all the first beginner floors. This is like start of the base kind of area. This used to be a farm area. It's not now. This was the old storage room. Right there in the back corner, there was chests set up there. Very light. Very beginning of the game stuff there. It was second storage room I had built. And then we got down here, once again, Farm District. I think I showed most of that. And then if you're wondering how you would walk the normal stairs and not take the mine shaft to get to the area, you'd have to go through all of this. There's my Farm District. I think it might be broken. I need to go back and finish that off, honestly. I also want to get my tunnel fully walled out, but that is just one of the slowest things to do. But as I said, this has been the tour of my underground base, spectator mode, just so you could see it better. But I am out. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and keep it beast mode.